Hello everyone, it is Dangeles and I am back again for episode number 4 of our traditional house let's build. So guys, I did a few things off camera in between episodes just to, some tedious things I said I was going to do. First off, I actually added a road out here just as kind of like a little demo road just to kind of make it so it actually looks like a house not in the middle of nowhere, even though it still obviously is. But yeah, I added like a driveway here. It kind of like curves going all the way over to the garage, which we're going to work on today. And then also kind of like the pathway kind of goes all the way around up to the front porch. So also add a little bit of landscaping like right here and some trees and things like that. But the street lights and everything. But that's pretty much what I did in between episodes. Just spruced up the place, made it so it looked a little bit better and all the stuff was added. So now we can continue to actually work and finish the house. So let's get started. Let's see, what do I want to do first? Oh yeah, first thing I was going to do, I was going to come over here and add windows here because when you look at the house from like right here, you think, what's the one thing it needs? And it's definitely windows here. This wall was really plain and flat, so I'm going to get out some gray wool and some glass, and we're going to make some windows right here. I'm also going to get out some quartz stairs because I need those. Alright, so the windows will go right here, like this. And I don't know if I want to make these going all the way up. I also fixed this a little bit. I made this so it was quartz in here, and I put some glowstone as well to make it like lit, so did that as well. That's another thing I changed, just a small little change. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing right here, like that, and hopefully that'll look nice. I don't know if I should make them go up one more, make them 3 blocks tall. Let's see, what does it look like on the inside? I mean, I don't know if it really matters. Let me just give it a try, see how it looks before we really shoot it down. But I don't know, I feel like only 2 would be best for the front porch here. So it looks fine from the inside. Let's just see what it looks like from the outside. We'll fly over here. Honestly, it's not like a whole lot of difference. I think I'm gonna leave it just 2 blocks for now, but I might change it back later depending on how I feel. But I'm also gonna put some quartz stairs underneath of these and some flower pots at a later stage. I could actually throw a jukebox, or not, what jukebox? Why did I just say jukebox? Anvil. I think I saw a jukebox, and that's why I said that. Yeah, I could throw an anvil with a bush underneath of it. I could do the same thing over here, like that, right? Just to add a little bit to it. And let's just put the flower pots in right now, since it's gonna bug me if we don't put them right now. So let's put some flower pots in the windows like that. And there we go. We got our front porch, kind of like finished up there. That adds a lot to the house right there, just adding that. So that's good, that's good. And I would like to, what I'm thinking about actually, I might move this window over 1 block actually, just so it's lined up with this window, just so it's lined up a little bit better. Well, actually, now I'm thinking about it, I think it is actually lined up. It's just not lined up lined up in a different way, I guess. It's lined up like, yeah, okay, it still is symmetrical. But it's just, these windows aren't symmetrical to that. But whatever, let's go ahead and continue. So I actually filled in the interior with the wood, like I said I was going to do, and the garage as well with the stone. So really the floor plan is pretty much done. I tweaked it a little bit, made a few changes. I put the staircase like right here instead of like where I said it was going to be like over here, I think. So just a few changes to the floor plan, but I think overall pretty solid. So let's go ahead and continue to work on this. I'm going to work on this garage area, so I'm gonna get out some wool and some quartz stairs, some stone brick stairs, and that should be good for now. Maybe some pillared quartz as well. Okay, so I'm gonna take these up, going all the way across through here. We're gonna make these garage doors right now, and then I'm going probably gonna cut the video and fill in a lot of this space back here, so we can start working on the inside. Goal for this episode is to hopefully get most of the house cut off, and Mr. Cow over here is being annoying and in the way, but like I said, just get a lot of the house cut off on this episode. Just so I want to try to finish the entire exterior of the house by next episode. By the end of next episode, hopefully that's a possibility. I think it should be. It shouldn't be too much of a big deal to do that. So the question is, should I put some windows in these garage doors? I'm not sure. Whoops, that's not what I want. That's definitely not what I want. Something, yeah, I think I can put some windows in this garage door. Why not? Kind of like that. And then I can also put some, what are those things called? Tripwire hooks right down here, kind of like as the little garage door things. In a perfect world, there would have been like an odd number, but even numbers, it's not that big of a deal. All right, so in here, we can fill in this space because we don't want these garage doors like sticking through the wall like that. That's gonna be ugly. So we're just gonna fill in that space there. There we go. We have our garage doors. Makes these windows a little bit unsymmetrical, but we can always move them in one. I kind of like the way they are on the outside though, so maybe we'll just leave that. But that's okay. All right, so this wall is gonna come up right here, and this cow just never ceases to amaze, trying to get in my way. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Get out of the way. There's always that one animal when I'm doing these let's builds. It's annoying me for like cows, sheeps, pigs, doesn't matter. All right. So we got the garage kind of cut off. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this wall all the way down through here. I'm actually just gonna get some swiftness for this actually, and then I'll do actually, or you know what I could do? I could do another one of those speed ups. Yeah, I'll do that. So guys, I'm gonna speed up me covering this whole wall with yellow. Also take the roof all the way down as well. So let's get that speed up started. Okay guys, we're gonna resume right here. So like you guys just saw in super fast mode, just went ahead and filled in this wall and all that stuff. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and place some quartz slabs right under here just to add a little bit to the garage. I wanted to do that, totally forgot to do that. There we go, that looks good. And then I want to come over here. This wall is kind of flat right now, but we're gonna add some windows on it. And I actually might even take like some sort of thing running through here, so that might be later. But for now, this whole thing right here I want to change because we're gonna fix this up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just break all this for now, just for a second, all the stuff that's kind of like curving, so we can get rid of all that. Okay, and that as well. So I'm gonna place these stone bricks back right there. Okay, so what we want to do for this, well, first off, let's go ahead and fill some of this space in, like right, or we can take it like all the way down through here, since I guess the flooring is going to be coming through here later. Alright, so you can take it all the way down to the end, and then from here, well actually, yeah, okay, so from here I'm going to take this, and this needs to kind of like connect in the middle ideally, so I guess I'll take it down a little bit right here as well, and then wherever the middle is, so like right here is where this is going to come across. So let's get a stone brick slab. I guess like right here would be the spot. Yep, that is looking good. All right, cool. Yeah, so now what I want to do is just like what I said. I'm just going to curve this, connect it to the wall, and that's like the middle. So 1, 2, and 3. Same thing on the other side. And then we're going to sleep because we need to be able to see stuff when we build. I think the house is coming along pretty good. Hopefully, like I said, we can get the exterior done by episode 5. And now I might do like a 6th episode, maybe like someone had a really good idea in the comments doing like an episode 6 where I like do like furniture, like I just like a speed build of the furniture, like of the interior. So like I'll just like build normally, but like then I'll go back in and edit it and make it so it's like super fast. I feel like that would be pretty cool. So I might do that for like episode 6, like do like a speed furnish of the interior. I think that would be kind of cool. So whoever's idea that was, pretty solid idea. So throw that around for you guys in the comments if you guys want me to do that. Just leave a comment, let me know, and I will take it into consideration. I think that's definitely something that would be pretty cool. Okay, so let's take this all the way down. I think this goes like 2 more. Yeah. And then 1 more kind of curving like that. All right, sweet. So now what we can do is we can take that and run it all the way down through here. And then this can go right here. Whoops. And then let's just line up right with this block. Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Let's take this. It's probably easier if we did this. Take the quartz down like this. Keep it going. Alright, should go one more. Yes, indeed. And then this quartz will connect back to this wall, which will be, this will be a wall at some point. So just take this down a few blocks just to show you. Oh, it's placing the blocks wrong. Right there. Right? See what I'm saying? So you get the gist of it? Alright, cool. And then, you know, we can fill the rest of this in. Fill the rest of this. I like this design so far. I think I do need to do some little tweaking over here because this wall is kind of like bleh. It's really pretty bland and boring, even though it is the back of the house or the side of the house, so it's not supposed to be like super fancy, but still want to do something to it. Maybe add some sort of like some windows and some landscaping to make it look pretty. Hide away all that like ugly like flat shape. Okay, so let's place some quartz blocks right there. And hold on, sorry, my computer was being all weird for a second. Can I place this properly? Can I get it right? Computer, stop doing that. My computer's like decides I want to like download an update in the middle of my freaking video. No, you're not allowed to do that right now. Okay, alright, so let's fill this in here with some yellow wool, and we'll make this the same as the other side in terms of like the design and where the windows are, I guess. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I might want to put like a fireplace going right here. What is this room gonna be again? A sunroom? Yeah. We're gonna put a fireplace here. That's the plan. Well, actually, that's not really a sunroom, but still, it'll be a room nevertheless. Maybe not a sunroom, but still a room. So a lot of people, like, I don't know, at least like people I know, they get like extensions on their house. So like they'll have like, they'll buy a house, right, and they'll have it for like a certain amount of time, and then, you know, they'll add rooms to it. So like, for example, like adding like a sunroom or like a porch to it. Like for example, the house I live in, right? You know, we added a porch to our house. Like we bought the house a long time ago, and well, my parents did, and I didn't buy it. And you know, we didn't have a porch. Like our back, like the back of our house was pretty bland, and there was really nothing there. And then, you know, we added on a porch later on, which is like a really nice porch. So that's like a thing that people do on houses. So it's kind of like, you can't really do that in Minecraft because, I mean, you could, I guess, you could go back on like an old house in Minecraft and, you know, add some more like rooms to it. I guess you could totally do that. Like if I come back later and add like a porch to this or something, but I don't know. That's just something people do, I guess. Okay, that's not right. I believe this goes like that. I'm almost positive it's like that. Actually, hold on. Why do I not have yellow wool like out? Like that's like the main block of this house, and it's not even in my hotbar. There we go. Like that. I believe that's this block, right? So I just want to make sure that I'm like getting this lined up. You know, easier way to do this is just to fly out to the front. So it's 1 block away from the quartz on both sides, and it's 3 blocks tall. Huh? Wait, hold on a second. Why does that not look right? Oh, because this one's the oh, I know why. Because this one's 1 block lower because it's like into the garage. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got you. So maybe we can change this back here. Maybe we can make this a little bit different. For starters, I mean, we can still add like these windows, but maybe I mean, they're just gonna be slightly different. So like this. Oh wait, hold on. I screwed that up. That should be like this. And like that. Yeah. And I need to get my gray wool back out. So let's just get, oh crap, I need glass. Tripwire hooks. I'm never gonna use those again. Let's get those out of there. Okay, okay, gray wool and gray wool. Somebody called this the bumblebee house in the comment section. I thought that was pretty funny. Because it so totally is, you know, the kind of like the dark and the yellow. So I wouldn't call it black, but I wouldn't call it gray. It's like a dark gray, even though it's called gray. Alright, what do you think about that, guys? Do you think I can make that better? I think I can make that better, but we're gonna leave it like that for now. I can always come back later and tweak that up. Add some landscaping to it. Like I could definitely add some like shrubbery underneath of this or something like that. Maybe like some bushes or something. Let's see what we can just add like right off the bat here that could make this look a little bit better. First off, we can definitely throw like a bush right there. Like an anvil bush. Like that. And then we could have some flower pots as well. Let's just get out some, you know, standard ferns, I guess. Like the ferns. Those are my favorite thing to put in flower pots, so I use those a lot. Did I actually put those in the front? I think I did. Okay, it was a little bit different since the, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Those windows were a little bit different in the front. Yeah, I think I like them better the way they were over there. And I forgot that I am gonna add a fireplace in this as well, so I gotta freaking remember what I'm doing. Okay, so like that. This will actually clear up a little bit more space. So then I can sneak a fireplace like in these 4 blocks right there. We could break those and those. All right, there. And then yeah, I could put a fireplace here. That means that window becomes obsolete. I don't know. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Okay. Next thing that we need to do. That looks pretty good actually. I like that. Okay. Next thing we need to do is fill this wall in. So let's do a speed up again. First, let me get out the swiftness potion. So I'll fill this whole wall in with yellow. It's gonna look ugly and flat, but then we'll add the windows afterwards. So let's go ahead and start filling it in, I guess. So let's do it. Okay guys, so as you can see, ugly. So much flat space, but we can actually put some quartz right here. Since, you know, got a little bit of space to put some quartzy quartz, talking like right to there. And that won't cut. You won't see that on the inside because we're gonna have our second floor and stuff. So, all right, nice. So yeah, obviously we need to add detail to this. So next thing I want to do is, I know we're doing a lot of speed ups this video, but I want to do one more speed up. First off, let's place some glowstone here. It is so dark, so let's just spam some glowstone all over these walls, all over this house. That we have plenty of light, some space that we can see. All right, so glowstone everywhere, all over the place. On this wall too. Is there going to be like a space that I can go through, like right here? There's a chance that I can make some sort of like attic space up here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna fill in. Well, let's see. Let me get out the blocks I need. Light gray wool and some wood. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in the first layer here, like this. This is gonna be the ceiling for the first floor, and then on top of that, I'm gonna add the wood, which will be the second floor, you know, floor. So without being too redundant. So guys, let's go ahead and get started with this speed up. Okay guys, we're back for the speed up. That was a pretty long speed up. We got a lot done there. I did a little bit more than I said I was going to do. You know, like you guys just saw, I filled in all the floors and the ceilings and things like that for both floors. So glad I got all that done because, you know, that's going to take a while, like just to do without the speed up. That was like, I don't know how long that was. That was like 10 minutes without the speed up. But anyway guys, let's do a few more things before we close out the episode. You know, we actually almost have the house, like, cut off on the inside, so that's good. I mean, we do, but we just need to add like more windows and things like that. So you know what, let's do that. Let's do that now. Let's add some more windows, and then we'll you know, we'll do this for a few minutes, and then we'll close out the video because I'll come back at you guys with episode 5. We'll finish the windows, we'll finish the exterior, and then I'll do a floor plan for the second floor. So right off the bat here, we need to put a window here since we have space. So maybe 2 windows here. You know, we got to make sure the windows look good on both the inside and the outside, which is tricky, and it also might cause me to tweak the floor plan a little bit. So that's the thing. All right, so let's go ahead and place these. Actually, let me come back outside real quick so I can make sure that this looks okay. And yeah, I mean, that looks fine. Now, the question is now, what I want to do at least is make it so now these windows will make sense on both floors. So that's like kind of the thing I want to do. So like here as well, so it makes sense up here. All right, so right there, and then there's 2 blocks in between. I want to make sure the windows line up on the back of the house since it's going to be kind of relatively flat back here. So a couple of windows like that. So now like the floor plan of the second floor kind of like dictates off that. And then this was kind of bad right now. So we got some cord stairs real quick. Place these under here, and then I'm going to place, you know, like our little window things that we put here, which look cool. Make the windows look pop a little bit more. I should probably take these all the way across like that. And up here as well, place those. All right, so we got a couple of windows. We definitely need a back like exit. It's gonna be this wall back here is gonna be flat, so maybe I will add like a porch back here or something like that. Like I said, I was gonna add-ons, but for now, you know, not too bad. And let me go back on the inside. I don't know if I really like those windows though. I might have to tweak that. I mean, it'll look good on the inside, but not the outside, which is a problem. So we need to make sure it looks good on both. So that might cause me to tweak the floor plan a little bit, which is cool. I don't mind. So like, you know, I mean, those windows line up great for this room, but on the outside, you know, they're a little bit bland. I would actually, okay, let's see. First off, this kind of sucks because these don't really line up too great. So maybe I do have to tweak the floor plan a little bit, because I could put a window here, but it's not going to look very good on the outside because it's not going to be the same size as those, since it won't really line up with the inside. I mean, I could do something like this, like where I go like this, and you know, the windows doesn't really make sense for the interior, for like for the room inside, like that. But you know, it does make sense for the outside. Same thing over here. So I guess like 1 block in between that. But this one lines, yeah, see, I can't do that. That's absolutely a no-no, so we can't do that. I guess the only real thing to do would be to go like this. And that's really the only thing I think of. But I probably will end up like tweaking the floor plan a little bit again in between the episodes, just so the windows kind of make a little bit more sense and they're not as silly looking. So that'll be a thing I'll do in between episodes, guys, and then I'll come back at you guys with another episode. See, now that looks that's not as bad, right? Because, you know, those windows, even though it doesn't look that great on the interior, I could, you know, like I said, mix up the floor plan a little bit, but you know, these windows will start to line up a little bit here in the back. At least they line up, right? I mean, they don't look very good, but at least they line up. So yeah, definitely need to do some tweaking of these back windows. Maybe I'll just add a porch back here and solve this whole problem. But guys, thanks for watching. It has been your friendly neighborhood Dan Langs. We got actually a lot done this episode, so that's good. A lot of speed ups. So you know, the house is actually almost done. You know, we don't have too much more to do. We just gotta, you know, fix that back part of the house, and the outside will be done. I'll do a little bit of landscaping as well on the back, and then we'll do maybe a speed up of the interior. So guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to click the like button if you do like this house, so support the episode. It's looking pretty good from the front, definitely. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Talk to you guys on the next one. Peace out.